All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go! Green 90! Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, switch gears.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
$48 for Mike. No chance. Kill.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Reggie! Undercrush! He's
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Mack. He's got to first down here inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. This will be caught inside the 10. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20. Wahoo! Mike 20.
Here's Foles. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Give the sack to Komoko Toure.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check out. Wide. 622. Pull it together. Slam, slam, slam. Wide. 622.
Throwing his lock. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 82 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off by Malik Hooker.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Hey, foxtrot.
A shotgun snap for Long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Hines. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep here for Ebron. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Osweiler. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go now. 60 or. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's go.
Now Osweiler on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Osweiler now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Osweiler. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Osweiler, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Osweiler. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Osweiler to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, it's Long. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. We have hit halftime. Still and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Anthony Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
A gain of 26 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, Tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on things.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, let's go. 49's the money. Tackles. Let's go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. X3, 218, chop it. 36.
That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and sent to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Locke. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Weapon. Wide, get wide.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
I got him. 11B.
After the interception, it's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Luck now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Jake Ryan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So he missed his 1st attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
On 2nd and 9, Osweiler. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
Now Locke. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
I got you. I got you. Shoot. Reggie.
Off of play action. Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
48, Mike. 48.
Now it's Locke. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the 50, it's Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Come on, set. 18 Gator. Come on. 5.
Osweiler to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
10-2 start. Pilot, 64. Weak.
1st and goal.
Now it's Osweiler. It fights him off. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Justin Houston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing now is Osweiler. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Check out. Check nickel.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, Luck. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One last shot for Osweiler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.